coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there for Indy.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. To try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Shepard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Some mistakes already in the 1st quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Shepard. This is Shepard on the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To Sterling Shepard. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
throw. Shepard. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Handoff comes to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Shepard. And that is incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Indy.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's James. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting them.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Shepard steps away to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Looking to throw. Shepard.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Shepard. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Texans 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 37-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Shepard. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Shepard. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7. The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Shepard. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. And he's got room. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. The toss here completed to Pittman. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's James. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Back to throw. Shepard. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Shepard. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Off the option, here's Taylor. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Off the bootleg. Shepard. He'll buy some time right. And complete right side to Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Operating from the gun. Shepard dancing to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action. Shepard rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing after the interception. Shepard sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tershawn Wharton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Texans send the punter out. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Shepard. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Second and 11. Back to throw. Shepard. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 3rd down. Shepard. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Sheds off the tackle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Indy.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis,
they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Texans,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.